What's going on, guys? What's going on? It's your boy Dwayne with Always Accurate Tech Talk. And today we're going to be discussing why I switched from the Ecobee 3 Lite to the Ecobee Smart Thermostat 5. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing why I switched from the Ecobee 3 Lite to the Ecobee 5. First of all, guys, before I get started, I want to say that both of these devices are outstanding devices. They are both outstanding. There's no issue. I don't have any issue with either one of them. I originally bought the Ecobee 3 Lite in 2019. Just like everybody else, when I was getting into the smart home thing, I decided I would go ahead and pick up and purchase me a smart thermostat. So, money was a little tight back then. So what I did was I went ahead and picked up the Ecobee 3 Lite. Outstanding thermostat, but it does have some shortcomings. So today I updated to the Ecobee Smart Thermostat 5. Both of these thermostats are compatible with the Ecobee Smart Sensors, but and they're compatible with the door and window sensors. So one thing about Ecobee sensors is I wish they would open it up to everyone so that everyone could have compatibility to where we could cross-platform, do everything. So I could take the temperature, say, from a SmartThings motion sensor, take that piece of data and use it on my Ecobee thermostat. But Ecobee does not allow you to actually do that. They both come with the Ecobee Plus, which is like a smart feature that has like the room occupancy type stuff. I find that feature is kind of hit and miss. It works sometime it doesn't, and it takes a while for the actual sensor to actually update. So one thing that I enabled was the geo fencing feature of Ecobee. When I enabled the geo-fencing feature, I noticed that I could be gone for like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and the server has not updated my position. So they think I'm still at home in front of the Ecobee Smart Thermostat, which is not the case. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what kind of heat and ventilation experience you have. I would say on the back of the Ecobee 3 and a 5, it took me like 5 minutes because I already had the Ecobee 3 installed. One thing you do need is what is called a C wire or a common wire. Some systems do not have that C wire, but you need that C wire. If you do not have that C wire, Ecobee provides what is called a PEC. It's like a power extender kit, they actually call it. So they provide that piece of equipment in the box. So what you have to do, you have to go to your furnace or to your air handler, and you have to wire it up a special way. Then that allow one of the wires that's coming through, the bundle of wires that's coming back up to your thermostat to power your actual thermostat, to have be a C wire. So they do provide that. They provide a level on the back of the back plate of the 5 and the 3. So pretty easy to install. One thing I will tell you is that when you start to install it, know how your air condition is energized. I guess that's just something you have to understand. Know whether you have a 2-stage or 1-stage unit. Most people probably have a 1-stage unit. Unless you really know about 2-stage units, then your heat and air conditioning guy probably not going to try to sell you a 2-stage unit if you don't actually know about it. If you don't ask about it, they're probably not gonna give you that. So know about that. Know how when the reversing valve is energized. That's either going to be, like I said, on the air conditioner side or on the heater side. So you have to know that piece, and you have to have a common wire, and you have to know whether you have a 1-stage or 2-stage system. Once you know those pieces of information, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to log into your Ecobee account. You can actually download the app, and the app will take you through the step-by-step on how to actually install it. But you're gonna download the app. You're gonna create an Ecobee account, and then you're going to go through the process of installing the actual thermostat on the thermostat, step by step. Everything is right there on the freaking thermostat, so you can't go wrong with it. It's going to give you a code, and then you're going to put that code into your account at Ecobee, and then that's going to allow you to be able to control that thermostat via Wi-Fi. So you will need Wi-Fi to install this. It cannot be hardwired, so that's one thing. The next thing is a 3-year warranty. The 3 and the 5 come with an actual 3-year warranty. I would say I've had problems. I have 9 Ecobee smart sensors around my house, and I did have a problem with 1 or 2. The battery draw on them was crazy, so I had to keep buying batteries. And it was so bad that evidently Ecobee monitors this, because what Ecobee did, you know, they sent me out a free temperature sensor. So, you know, like I said, I got 9 temperature sensors around the house. So they sent me out a free one. I didn't know that they were going to send me one. It just happened to show up at my door. Excuse me, at my door one day, and it was great. So thank you, Ecobee, for that. The batteries that goes in these sensors, in the smart sensors around your home, that battery is about $6 a piece. So you only need 1 per sensor, but if it's constantly chewing those batteries, then you know you can see how that can be an issue. You know, one thing about the smart sensor is that the smart sensor, you can put the smart sensor in every room, and you can basically use the temperature in that room as a kind of like to control the air conditioning, your heat and ventilation system. So what I usually do is, if I'm home, I usually try to average the temperature of the entire house. But if I'm sleeping, then I close my bedroom door, and I have 2 sensors. One is in my retreat, and one is right in my bedroom. So I usually have the door, that area is open. So I close the master bedroom door, and then I have in sleep mode on my heat and air conditioning system, the temperature is controlled in that one room. It's not gonna stop the air from going everywhere in the house. It does allow, the system still runs, but it's only aggregating temperature in that room. So that's a good feature. Again, like I said, each one does have the occupancy sensor built into the actual thermostat. I think that the 5 is a little bit better than 3, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. It does have built-in Google, Alexa, all that good stuff. All that's built right into the actual thermostat of the Ecobee 5. It is not built into the Ecobee 3 Lite, but your assistant can control both the 3 and the 5. Meaning, once you hook it to your Wi-Fi and then you go into the Amazon app, what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to tie that account to your Alexa account, and then you'll be able to control the actual thermostat via voice assistant. So, good thing. Like I said, it is controlled via Wi-Fi. The 3 is controlled 2.4 gigahertz, and the 5 is 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. So both thermostats basically have the same thing. So Dwayne, why would you upgrade from the 3 to the 5? The reason I upgraded from the 3 to the 5 was, one, the processor in the 5 is a 4-core processor. It is 10 times faster than the 3, actually 4 times faster, because you probably have a 1-core in the Ecobee 3. So it's say 3 to 4 times faster at processing info. 2, it allows me to install a whole home dehumidifier or humidifier or any kind of vent that I want to. I can control that from the thermostat. 3, I got different Amazon devices around my house that I use as voice assistants. This will allow me to take one of those devices off my table. So instead of having, the Amazon Echo in my kitchen, now I can just put the Ecobee 5 thermostat on the wall, and it can control the functions of that Echo. And I can move that Echo to somewhere like my garage, for example. So those are the reasons that I switched from the Ecobee 3 to the Ecobee 5. If you don't need to control a whole home dehumidifier because you say, well, my air conditioner is a dehumidifier. Yes, it's an air conditioner. It's a heat pump. It's not a dehumidifier. Let's get that. It does do dehumidification, but it's not a dehumidifier. So if you want to hook up a dehumidifier, to your entire house, then you can do it via the Ecobee 3, but you can control it via the Ecobee 5. There's a way that you can actually wire it into the Ecobee 3, but you be able to control all the controls on it via the Ecobee 5. So guys, those are the reasons that I switch over to the Ecobee 5. You know, if that's something that you're looking to get into, or you're looking to get a smart home thermostat, there are tons of the primary ones are the Ecobee and the Nest. I never tried the Nest. I heard the Nest is actually pretty good, but I love the Ecobee line. They're getting into door sensors and all that now as well. I don't use any of those particular devices. I have other devices that does those functions for me. I do have the Ecobee in-wall smart switch, and that's pretty good. So if you want to like have Amazon in your wall, and you know, as a regular light switch, and it turns the light on, turns the light off, it can do everything you need it to do, then Ecobee do have a switch that can go directly into your wall, and it plays music. It's an outstanding device. So if that's something you're looking into, always, well, I would say always, check out Ecobee. It's called the Ecobee Smart Switch Plus, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So check that out, guys, and see if that's something you might want to get into. I would say, to me, when I got the Ecobee Smart Switch Plus, it was it's kind of finicky to me. You know, it works most of the time, but it doesn't have a very strong Wi-Fi chip in it. So you have to kind of yell at it every now and then to get the Amazon feature to actually kick in. But you know, ironically, the music that comes out of it is pretty loud. You know, the music is pretty good. So if you want, but it can be on it can only control one fixture, so it can only control one light. It can't be wired like 2-3 switches to a circuit. It can't do that. So you can only power in and then power to one light. That's all you can actually do with that. So that's all I have, guys. I'm now rocking the Ecobee 5, the Ecobee Smart Thermostat 5, and I'm loving it. Quad-core processor, extremely fast. Everything's popping and snapping. So that's all I have at this time. If you enjoy this kind of videos, guys, please leave me a like down in the. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to leave you guys with some Halloween footage from my neighborhood. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.